Hello everybody from Canberra, from album launch party of Doppel, and here I am with the man of the hour, or man of the day, I should say, Andy Macmillan, Doppel. Andy, thank you for agreeing to interview. It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the party, for the event. What do you think so far about how it is going?
Thanks for having me. Honestly, amazing so far. We've only just started. We've just kicked off, and I suppose, as you might be able to see behind you, there's already a lot of people coming out. It's a beautiful day. I don't know, I think everyone is just sort of ready to celebrate. Like, it's been about a year since the last Escape Ferocity party. So I think it's just, people are just kind of keen for it, which is nice.
I think so. Canberra has been waiting for something like this for a long time, and I think tonight all electronic heads of Canberra are going to be here, or most of them. What made you collaborate with Escape Ferocity and put together this event at this time? And of course, it is a release of your album, but why here? Why this location? Why now?
It's all actually pretty serendipitous, I suppose. The Escape Ferocity guys, so like Dave and Fletch and all the crew that sort of are running this party with me, they're some of my best mates. And when I first started to get into music and the music scene and the party scene in Canberra, it was with them, basically, so many years ago. And we used to run parties together, little tiny parties, and I've just known them for so long and have seen them grow in their professions and their careers, and they work in events management and all sorts of things, and it's been so awesome to see them blossom into the people that they are today as friends, and then for us all to be working on something like this together now after so many years from that beginning, that's what's really special about this for me.
Well, it is great to see local Canberran musicians becoming so successful.
So I'm very sweaty.
You're having great success, and for a reason. Your music, your production is crisp, it's clear, I love it. I've been listening to your music for a while, but tell me, how long have you been producing? How long does it take to get to the level where you're at?
I appreciate that, but I guess really probably maybe 6 or 7 years, but I've been sort of writing music for a while, like since I was a teenager. But I guess I've just put a lot of time into it, sometimes to the detriment of other parts of my life, just a lot of time. And I guess that's one thing I would urge other people to do, is to achieve a balance. Don't put 15 hours a day into the studio all the time, only sometimes.
Yes, I have an idea of how I would describe your music, but how do you describe your music and the genre and the style?
I guess progressive house, progressive techno. I'm not really sure. I'm bad at answering that question because I don't know. But it's definitely, house, techno, and progressive.
And is it the genre, the style that you have always been producing and interested in, and if so, which artists have inspired you to create this music?
Heaps. I guess Max Cooper, Jamie Stevens. I mean, the list is enormous. A lot of non-electronic artists as well. Trent Moller, and that's actually obviously electronic, but more live. That blend between live and electronic music. It's a list that's too long to list, I think.
Can I'll ask you. I'd like to ask you a question specifically about the album. I've listened to it several times, and I know some tracks have been released previously as EPs or as singles. What is this album about? What's the message? What inspired you to to create it, and how long have you been working on it?
I've been working on it for about a year. So really it started when COVID cancelled all of my gigs at the start of last year. And also around when the bushfires were surrounding Canberra and Australia, last year, toward the end of 2019, 2020. And that's a lot of what it's about, is about our relationship with the natural world and that sort of symbiosis, and our relationship with other people. And I suppose, a lot of the inspiration came from me wandering around in the bush near my house and that sort of thing. So, I suppose that's really, that's it.
And Eucalyptograph is what does it mean?
It doesn't really mean anything, but I suppose it's sort of like a map of, it's like a, it's also about, I guess, about the relationship between technology and sort of the digital and the organic, and those sort of dualities, I suppose, like nature and man-made, and digital and organic, and it's I guess it's to draw a picture of something natural that is also rooted in a more man-made structure, I guess. I'm not really sure though, to be honest. It's Fair enough. Do you have a favorite track on the album? That's a tough one. It changes because the process of writing it was very up and down, and then there were a lot of tracks that I almost scrapped that I'm really glad that I didn't. I think Holly Made Flesh is probably one of the favorites. Kisses from the Canopy is a very special one for me. It's a very raw, emotional sort of tune that represents a very raw and emotional point in my life. Like, I suppose, but it really, I don't think I could pick one. They're all pretty sort of unique. They're all made to represent a particular time, and it's all, they're different, I guess.
I have a couple of favorites. Painted is probably number one for me, and Eucalyptograph is probably number two. Actually, I played both of them this morning in my set. I'll show you the video after the interview. Just a couple of more questions, Andy. What's currently happening? You've released the album. Anything else in the cooking pot, or can we expect any surprises?
I don't know. Well, I'm writing some more music. I'd like to release more music over this year. I'm playing some gigs at the moment, which is incredible, and I wasn't really expecting to be doing at this point looking back 6 months. Never could have anticipated it. I'm still working with Open Records. We're going to be releasing a whole bunch of music. I'm getting some remixes for the album, which I'm really excited about. Just more music, more gigs. It's a really good time for music in Australia, which we're very lucky about. That's not taking it for granted, that's for sure.
Yes, in Australia and in the world generally, there's been some dope music being released all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing.
Andy, thank you very much for giving me a short period of your time. I love talking to you. I would have loved to keep talking to you for a long time, but I know you are a man of the day, of the hour. There are a lot of people wanting to talk to you, and you want to talk to them. Some maybe final remarks for the viewers.
Well, thanks for the chat. It's nice to sit down and talk about it all, and thank you for coming out, and thanks to everyone who's coming out today and supported the music, and it's really genuinely really lovely and humbling, and it means a lot. It does. And I'm gonna soak this up for sure.
I look forward to your live performance, and I think a lot of people appreciate you doing this in collaboration with Escape Ferocity. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. I look forward to your future releases. I listen to them regularly. I love them. It's great. Thank you very much, Andy.
Beauty. Thanks for having me, man.
And guys, just go on Bandcamp and get the album Eucalyptograph. It's only $13. I got it yesterday, and look, you can be listening and enjoying the fantastic music of Doppel. Thank you. Peace.